Why this region matters with all of its rich resources and rare earth elements. You've got the Lithium Triangle, which is needed for technology today. 60% of the world's lithium is in the Lithium Triangle: Argentina, Bolivia, Chile. You just have the largest oil reserves, light sweet crude, discovered off of Guyana over a year ago.
Come see me on tour in Appleton, Wisconsin, Rosemont, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. So Trump is now saying he's going to shoot down Venezuelan jets.
I'm not going to take a chance.
What happens if Venezuela flies jets over U.S. naval vessels again?
Well, I would say they're going to be in trouble. We'll let them know about that. We heard that happen, but it wasn't really over, not like they described. But I would say, General, if they do that, you have a choice of doing anything you want, okay? If they fly in a dangerous position, I would say that you can, you or your captains can make the decision as to what they want to do, all right?
Sure. Sir, we have one more.
You said they didn't go over.
Say it.
How close did they get? You said the planes did not.
Well, I don't want to talk about that, but if they do put us in a dangerous position, they'll be shut down. Thank you very much, everybody. So we're going to now cover the G20.
Trump says Venezuelan jets will be shot down if they endanger U.S. ships. So I want to let you know what this is really all about again. I've been telling you this. Venezuela has more oil than Saudi Arabia. Trump tried to overthrow Maduro in his first term and install Juan Guaido. Didn't work. Just like George Bush did in 2002. Same thing. They've been trying to overthrow Venezuela so we could steal their oil and other natural resources. And that's why we do economic sanctions. And that's why 7 million Venezuelans have left Venezuela. A lot of them immigrated into the United States, and because we were wrecking their economy. And here is General Laura Richardson. She's going to tell you what the real purpose of the U.S. military in Central and South America is really all about. This is what it's about.
If I talk to my number two adversary in the region, Russia, I mean, I've got, of course, the countries, Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua with Russia relationships, but why this region matters with all of its rich resources and rare earth elements. You've got the Lithium Triangle, which is needed for technology today. 60% of the world's lithium is in the Lithium Triangle: Argentina, Bolivia, Chile. You just have the largest oil reserves, light sweet crude, discovered off of Guyana over a year ago. You have Venezuela's resources as well with oil. Copper, gold. We have the Amazon, lungs of the world. We have the 31% of the world's fresh water in this region too. I mean, it's just off the charts. We have a lot to do. This region matters. It has a lot to do with national security, and we need to step up our game.
So I like the point Adam makes. He says, no mention of democracy, no mention of human rights or self-determination, just resources.
What about hydrocarbons?
So that's, of course, that's what she's talking about. She's talking about all the oil, among other things, gold, lithium.
Well, Jimmy, people are made of carbon. So
that's right. So that's what this is really about. So when Trump is pretending he's saber rattling with Venezuela again, this is what it's about. It's about the United States being the terrorists. We come in and we steal people's natural resources, and we put economic hurts on you. And if that doesn't work, then we send in the jackals. And then we send in, I wish I had that video of that guy talking about how it works.
Jimmy, do you
Malcolm,
know...
can you find that video of that guy explaining, the ex-CIA guy explaining how it works? How they go in and they try to persuade you, and if that doesn't work, they put economic hits on you, and then if that doesn't work, they bring in the jackals and they do assassinations, and if that doesn't work, they bring in the military. And that's where we're at this point.
It's all mafia tactics.
And what is it all about? It's about she just said it. Why does this region matter? Because of their natural resources. They just say it out loud. And Trump now wants to shoot down their jets for protecting their own country. What do you want to say, Kurt?
So she said the Lithium Triangle, but the last Lithium Triangle was Afghanistan, where we left all the equipment behind.
Yeah, remember
which
that?
was a little bit of a payment.
Yeah.
So we always make it a triangle because we got to rape their land.
That's right.
Every single time.
The president's warning comes after Venezuela flew military aircraft near a U.S. vessel off South America for the second time in 2 days. The report follows a U.S. strike against what Trump officials said was a drug-carrying vessel from Venezuela, operated by a gang, killing 11 people. They have no proof of that. They have no evidence of that. They just made it up. They didn't go and arrest those people and put them on trial. They just blew up the boat. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has said that the United States allegations about this country are not true and that the difference between the nations do not justify a military conflict. Venezuela has always been willing to talk, to engage in dialogue, but we demand respect. When asked by reporters in the Oval Office on Friday what would happen if Venezuela just flew over U.S. vessels again, Trump said Venezuela would be in trouble. Trump told his general standing beside him that he could do anything he wanted if the situation escalated. Since his return to office in January, Trump has steadily intensified his anti-drug trafficking efforts in Latin America. Okay, the biggest drug traffickers are the big pharma in the United States. Those are the drug traffickers. Okay, just so you know, the opiate addiction killed way more people than any drugs coming from South America. And by the way, they're not coming from Venezuela. Maduro has accused the U.S. of seeking regime change through military threat. That's exactly what's happening right now. When asked about the comments, Trump said, "We're not talking about that," but mentioned that what he called a very strange election in Venezuela. Maduro was sworn in his third term in January after a contested election. Trump went on to say that the drugs are pouring into the U.S. from Venezuela. That's a lie. That's not where they're coming from. The U.S. military has moved to bolster its forces in the Southern Caribbean, including through the deployment of additional naval vessels and thousands of Marines and sailors to stem the flow of drugs. That's not what they're there for. The White House said on Friday that it is sending 10 F-35 fighter jets to Puerto Rico. When asked about the buildup of the military assets in the Caribbean, Trump said, "I think it's just strong. We're strong on drugs. We don't want drugs killing our people." Trump is he's a longtime critic of Maduro and doubled a reward for information leading to his arrest in August to $50 million, accusing Maduro of being one of the largest narco traffickers in the world. Okay, it's all made up. It's not true. Trump, when asked if he plans on carrying out a strike inside Venezuela, here's what he said.
Are you considering attacking the cartels inside of Venezuela? You attack?
Well, you're going to find out.
So when asked if he's going to attack inside Venezuela, he said, "You're going to find out." So, again, this is your peace president. No matter who you vote for, you get John McCain. No matter who you vote for, you get John McCain. And Donald Trump is not what he campaigned on. He is not what he was. We could end all this with a phone call. He's doing this. He's still funding the war in Ukraine. He's still funding a genocide. He's bombing Iran, bombed the Yemen people, and now he's trying to overthrow with military this time, not just economic pressure, not just with a coup. Now he's actually sending military, and he says that they're going to strike inside Venezuela. So,
Jimmy, doesn't Tren de la Ragua, the Venezuelan gang, remind you of Patriot Front?
Yes.
Like something that the government buses into the country on purpose?
Yes. Yeah. So I'll be making jokes about this in Appleton, Rosemont, Illinois, Chicago, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, and San Francisco. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. There's again, you don't live in a democracy. You live in a militarized oligarchy, and they're going to do whatever they want. And it doesn't matter who's president. Barack Obama would do the same thing. George Bush did the same thing. Bill Clinton, same thing. That George Bush, the first before, they're all the same.
Kamala would do it with a virus lockdown. We'd have a chicken virus lockdown on top of it.
Here's how they do it. You try to figure out which stage of the game, the economic hit that the United States is in right now, with Trump sending warships and threatening to strike inside Venezuela.
Those very people, the whole country is left holding a huge debt so that it can't pay for education and social services and health care for its people. In fact, the debt is so huge by intent that at some point we economic hitmen go back and we say, listen, you owe us a lot of money. You can't repay your debts, so sell your oil real cheap to our oil companies without regard to the environment. Vote with us on the next critical United Nations vote. Send troops in support of ours to some place in the world like Iraq. And in that way, we've created this empire. On the few times when we economic hitmen fail, as I talk about in the books, as I failed in Ecuador with Jaime Roldos and in Panama with Omar Torrijos, then the jackals go in. And these are men, maybe a few women, who overthrow governments or assassinate their leaders. So if I'm unable to bring them around, if the economic hitman is unable to bring them around through legal means, what we do is we use legal means through the World Bank, but it's basically corrupting the leaders of these countries. If we're unable to corrupt them, then the jackals go in and take care of them. So when I failed with Jaime Roldos in Ecuador and Omar Torrijos in Panama, the jackals assassinated them. And if the jackals fail, which is what happened in Iraq, both the economic hitmen and the jackals failed with Saddam Hussein, then, and only then, does the military go in.
So that's how they do it. Hey, the cost of everything is still out of control, and many of us are relying on credit cards to cover essentials. If that debt is piling up, you're not alone. Americans collectively owe over $1 trillion in credit card debt. You might have considered reaching out to my friends at American Financing, but hesitated because you don't want to give up your low mortgage rate. Well, there's good news. They've created the Smart Equity Loan. It's a solution designed to help you take control of your finances without touching your current mortgage. Unlike a HELOC, which can have varied interest rates, the Smart Equity Loan offers a fixed rate. That means one predictable monthly payment, giving you peace of mind. This loan allows you to leverage your equity in your home to pay off high-interest debt, free up your cash flow, and keep your existing low mortgage rate intact. It only takes 10 minutes to get started with no upfront or hidden fees. Call American Financing today and start saving now. That's 888-804-0303. That's 888-804-0303. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net/Jimmy. Come see me on tour in Appleton, Wisconsin, Rosemont, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.